Hello crafters, and welcome back to my channel. So glad you could join me here at Fun Stuff Crafts for another Inspiration Friday project. If you're not already a subscriber, please click on the subscribe button and click on the bell and you'll be alerted each time I upload a new video. Today's project is all about Valentine's Day. Let's make these cute treat boxes. Today in Design Space, I want to show you a couple tricks on how you can take a Design Space image and customize it for your own use. So today we're going to be making some Valentine's Day treat boxes. So let's start out with finding a box design that we like. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want something with a heart, so I'm going to say heart box. So when I go out and find a heart box, there's a couple different ones, lots of cute different ideas, but I really thought this one was cute. You could put a, piece of candy in it, some candy for treats, and you can also maybe tie on a tag for someone. So let's go ahead and go with this one. One of the things I wanted to do though is I want to make it a little bit bigger. So what I like to do is kind of eyeball it. It looks like this is going to be a 1" by 1" box right now. And the way I'm seeing that is from score line to score line is 1 inch, from score line to score line is 1 inch. I'd like to make this box be a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to go ahead and literally just play with the sizes here. And I'm really working it more on the score lines. And if you can see, this is like the tab. So this is going to be about a 2" by 2" box. Not that big of a box, just enough for a little bit of candy to give to someone. Now what I'd also like to do is I would like to have something written on the box. Now I want to show you guys the feature of using the pens with your Cricut. We do so much cutting, but I want to make sure you guys understand all the fun stuff you can do with pens. Now I could either grab a text and write whatever I'd like, but I want to show you something really fun. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to clear my search and I'm going to put Be Mine. And I found this cute little Be Mine image. Now right now when I bring that in, it is a cut image. Okay, so I want to change this to be a draw. So I want to go ahead and draw, and I'm going to make it smaller, and I think I would like to put it on both the front and the back. So when I fold this box up, this is my top of my box because those are the heart tabs. These are the sides because they've got the little holes. And so I'm going to go ahead and put a Be Mine here. I'm going to come over and I'm going to duplicate, and I'm going to move it over and I'm going to put it right there. Now, right now, if I tried to grab the cut feature and both of the draws and attach them, you can see my attach is not available. Okay, so I want to show you how I can attach them, because if I did not attach them, my writing would not be on this box. So what I need to do is I need to select the box, and right now this box has got a score and a cut. I'm going to detach it just for a minute. We're going to put it back, but we're going to move that score off to the side. Okay, Design Space has already done all the work and knows where to put the scores, so we don't want to undo that. So I'm just going to move it down to the side. Now my Be Mines have disappeared, but they're still there. I'm going to go ahead and move this back, and I am going to move it to the back. Okay, so both of my Be Mines are there now, and my box. So what I want to do is I'm going to hit my Shift key and I'm going to grab both of my Be Mines and I'm going to attach them. Okay, so they're there in place. Now I am going to bring my score line to the front, and I'm going to put it back where it was. And you just need to line it back up where it was, just like that. And I'm going to grab it all and I'm going to attach it. Okay, so that way I have taken a cute box that Design Space already had done for us with all our score lines, but I've added my own personal touch with the Be Mine. So now let's go ahead and add a cute tag to this. So let's go ahead and do image, and let's do a heart tag. That way we can add a cute little tag to this box that we're going to be giving. So lots of cute different ones that we could do out here. And I think that I want to go with, let's see, let's look at some of these. Now we're getting into Christmas ones. So how about we just go with this guy right now? Well, I want to give an example of this one. I'm not going to choose this one because this one's going to cost me money, okay? It doesn't have the A for access, and I've got the access subscription, so I have so many other ones that are free to use. So let's go ahead and let's grab this one. It's kind of a cute little different size one. But you know what? I don't want to have to write on all of my my tags. And so I'm going to go ahead and add text to it. So this is where I can put, how about be my Valentine, love, Lisa. Okay. So that is defaulting to the font that I used last time. And so we can go with that font, or I can go up here. Now, one thing I want to talk to you guys about fonts. When I'm going to write a font versus cut it, I always like to come up here and go to my writing fonts so I can really see what it's going to look like. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and align that and center it so it looks a little bit nicer. And I don't particularly care for that font to put on this heart. So let's go ahead and take a look at some other fonts that we have available to us. And you know, so many different ones. This is also where you could go out to dafont.com and pick up all kinds of different fonts that are out there and available to you too. So, you know, the sky's kind of the limit there. But I'm just going to go with a very simplistic font here. So, Be My Valentine, Love, Lisa. Now, the fun part about this too, you guys, is, oops, I'm going to go ahead and grab my font. I'm going to bring it over here, and we can turn it and have it kind of go sideways. So let's just get that, just like that. Now, for it to do the same thing as we did with the box, I need to attach it. So I'm going to attach it, and so that's going to write on there for me. Now, I think I might just like to add another little heart cutout on it, just to add something cute to it. And this way we'll use our slice feature. So let's go ahead and just grab a heart, and I'm just going to make it really small, and I'm just going to put it right there. Okay, so I'm going to grab that guy, and it's not going to let me do it, okay? Because right now it thinks that I have got multiple layers, okay? So that is not going to work with us because remember when you guys are doing the slice, it always has to be one image. So I'm going to detach, and I am going to detach these guys, and when I come up to this one, I'm going to delete him, and when I come up to this guy, I'm going to delete it. Then I'm going to put my heart back, my writing back, bring it to the front. So I've got my writing just where I want. Now I've only got one image over here, so now let's try to add that cute little heart. I like to show you guys that, you know, there's always a reason why something's not going to work. And your layers panel is key to it. So now if I grab the heart, and if I grab the black heart and the purple heart, I grab these two. Still not liking me. Well, like I say, there's always a reason for it. I'm not quite sure what it is right now though. I've only got the one. I'm going to detach. There we go. It was still thinking it was detached. Now I have got my seine. Excuse me, I have got it. So see, again, troubleshooting sometimes. You got to do those little things. So now let's bring our writing back to the front. Bring it to the front. And now I'm going to attach all of this together. Okay, going to attach it. So when I go to write it, it's going to write right on it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go to make it. And make it is going to place everything on one mat for me. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over to my machine in just 1 second. First, I want to show you that when I'm doing these, I'm going to do all these cuts on one page, but I am actually going to do my tag a different color. So I'm going to move my tag down here so I remember it is centered between the 8 and the 3. And then my actual box is going to be up here. Okay, so we're going to load our mat to match exactly what we've got going there. So I have got some really cute heart paper I'm going to be making the box out of, and then we will do the tag, and I'm actually going to do the tag upside down, and you'll see why I'm going to do that. So just give me a second and we'll go ahead and click over here. I'm going to go ahead and tell it that it is cardstock, and then we are going to go over and get our machine loaded. So let's go ahead and get our mats loaded. So I got into my scraps and I had some scrap paper for the tag. So it's already cut down and it's a smaller piece, but I'm going to go ahead and use my Cricut trimmer, and I'm going to trim down my heart paper to come down to 7 inches because that's what it was showing in Design Space. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that. This is what's going to allow me to be able to cut both of my cuts, even though they're different colors, on one mat, because I'm going to place this here, and again I'm going to adhere it really well, you guys, because I am using a older mat. Now the other thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and trim this up just a little bit here, and I'm going to put this upside down. And the reason why I mentioned that to you guys, I'm putting it upside down, is because I want the tag writing to be on the back, and I want the front to just have the cute little hearts. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring my machine forward. They say leave about 10 inches behind your machine. I'm going to go ahead and load it. Now, my machine is going to want my rotary scoring tool. Now, if you don't have a rotary scoring tool and you just have the stylus, you definitely can load it here. I'm going to go ahead and load my pen at the same time. I always like to just double check and make sure my pens are good. Always store your pens upside down. It helps with the ink. And then I am using the 0.4 tip black pen for mine. Each pen has got the little triangle on it. So what I like to do is open up my slot A, lift this up, push it down. You hear that click. You know it's in place. That way I know I am loaded, ready to go for both my scoring and for my writing. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my button. I'm going to let it do its work, and then I will join you when we are ready to take it off the mat. And the machine's all done, so we're going to go ahead and unload it. I'm going to go ahead and move it back out of my way a little bit. And remember how we've always talked about before, when you're unloading your machine, you want to do it from the back. Bend your mat, not your paper. And look at that cute little tag. Just think about all the things you could do with your kids' Valentine's Day list. You could go ahead and do up all the tags. So many different fonts to choose from in Design Space. So now our box, make sure it cut through all the way. There might be a couple places that we might just need to help it out a little bit, but oh my gosh, this box is gonna be so cute. So, like we designed in Design Space, we have got our cute little Be Mine. If you guys can see that with the shimmer of the paper. Now, if you wanted to, you could go in and fill that in to make it a little bit darker, but I kind of like just how it is right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I've got a bone folder, and I am going to take where all of my crease lines are, and I am going to fold. And I'm just going to use my bone folder, and I'm going to go through one by one. This is going to be a cute little size box to put just a couple little treats in. Maybe you guys have got some, you know, friends that you just want to give them just a little something. Definitely just a cute size box. Now remember, we resized this box. This was going to be a little bit smaller, and we opted to do it just a little bit bigger. I'm going to go ahead and just do those with my fingers first so I can see them nice and clear. Then I'll go through. I always like to get a crisp fold on my boxes. I also like to use the heavier cardstock for my boxes. They definitely work better that way. Go ahead and so now I've got all my folds where I need my folds to be. It's just trying to figure out where it all goes. This is the first time I've actually done this box. That's going to be my tab for a piece of tape, and so is that one. So I always like to put mine together first before I start putting my adhesive on, so I can kind of see how I'm gonna put it all together. So my box is gonna be folded like that, and then it looks like Cricut might have forgot 2 cuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and just trim that right there, and then there is how our box is going to be. Is that not just the cutest little box you've seen? We've got our Be Mine. So I'm going to go ahead and add my adhesive now. And it's just those 2 tabs. Now there's a couple different types of adhesive, but make sure you use a very strong adhesive whenever you're putting boxes together. Red line tape is always a good tape. Lots of scrapbookers like to use that. I have found this Sukwang, and I'm probably pronouncing it that wrong, but it is a really good adhesive. I use it for my composition notebooks also. It comes in all different sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and put on a strip of it, and it just tears very easily. The double-sided tape. Put that on those 2 tabs. And it's just pull off the tape like that. I'm going to go ahead and line it up very carefully. See how I did that very carefully there? And then at the top, I'm just going to go there and there. Tuck that one in. I like to use my fingers to get that nice and tight. So I've got a tight hold. We've got a nice sized little box just to put a cute little treat in. And we've even got these cute little holes in there that we can add our tag to. So I just grabbed some red ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and just put it right through there, the holes. Figure out how I want to do this tag. I'm going to go ahead and close it. Now I would definitely add some candy in there too, but do that after the fact. Look at that. How cute is that? Could put, I mean, maybe you're going to hang these someplace. I don't know, you know, how you guys are displaying your Valentine's Day gifts, but just some cute ideas of different things you could do with this. I'm going to go ahead and just put that right on there. Tie a knot. And then look, I can hang it. I can do all different things. I don't even need to use the ribbon if I didn't want to, but I just thought it was really cute, that red ribbon. I've got that tag, got it all written on there. I think the box is my absolute favorite though. So again, we added the Be Mine. Hope you guys can see that. It's kind of hard, I know, with the light. That might be a better view of the Be Mine. And we've got, if you want to put little holder, you can do it there. But what a perfect size to put a couple pieces of candy in. Just think what you could do with your kids' Valentine's Day list, making these cute little boxes. And I just love the heart on top. So I'll go ahead and put the Design Space link down at the bottom. I'll also link the tape that I used here so that you guys can get some of that. I highly recommend this tape. I use it for all types of my boxes when I'm doing different types of boxes. So I hope you liked this project, and give me a thumbs up if you did. And I appreciate your time for another Inspiration Friday. Thanks so much for joining me for another Inspiration Friday project. I hope you liked this project, making these cute Valentine's Day treat boxes and this step-by-step video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell to be reminded whenever I upload a video. If you have any questions, please add a comment below. I'd love to hear from you.